Hey guys, and welcome to another Q&A, and this episode and video is going to be about airbrushes again. And I get this question a lot, so I would like to go through it in detail. Maybe you can come and surf with me a little, and we'll talk about it, you know, the ins and outs about cheap airbrushing and trying to find stuff that are cheap. There's certain things you want to be cheap on, there's other things you don't want to be cheap on. And there are some things that it's okay to be cheap on. It's better if you're not cheap on it. But anyways, hey Chung, your channel has been giving me so much help so far, mainly in deciding upon the equipment problem I have is airbrushes are expensive. I'm looking at 130 pounds for a Patriot 105 in the UK. I was wondering if you know a cheaper alternative. I'm already getting the TC20T compressor for $90, leaving me with that's probably 90 pounds, leaving me with 50 to 60 pounds left for a brush. Can you please help me? Well, yes. Well, let's take a look here, and then I'll explain. So you'll be watching my screen and stuff like that, so I apologize for that. But, you know, paint or whatever, and just listen to me babble. Okay, so let's talk a little about the knockoffs versus, the name brands. First of all, there's going to be a hell of a difference. The knockoffs are knockoffs. You're getting what you're paying for, okay? The difference is huge because a knockoff's like having a toy in your hand and then you switch over to something that's real, you know, like the grown-up toys type of thing. So you have a cheap airbrush which will work. I mean, you can learn from it and stuff like that, so you don't have to pour so much money in it and then save up for a bigger airbrush or something. You won't get as precise as you can with a name brand. I'm sorry, you just can't. Okay, so those are the main differences. You also might you have more of a chance running into getting a cheap knockoff brush that won't work for you because these places, they're just trying to get rid of it, get off the line, and get it going. So that's the best thing I'd say. That's why I always recommend just get a name brand if you can afford it. If not, you understand, everyone's trying to get by nowadays. So let's take a look here. Now, Jamie said where you can find cheap stuff. So let's look at here. This is eBay. eBay is the best place to go. This is eBay UK. Go here. Look at this. It's a gravity dual feed action brush, a changeable cup, and it's only for 12 quids. Okay, and it is a, I believe, 30 millimeter needle, so that's about the same size needle on a Patriot, so that would work great too. This one here is looks like about 25 quids. No, and it comes with the hose and everything. And yeah, just look around. If we go to the US site, there's a lot of cheap airbrushes here too as well for us Americans using USD mule. You're looking at getting an airbrush like $15 maybe, 14 even over here. Okay, and here's a little trick, is that if you go to eBay, eBay is flooded with these knockoff airbrushes. Okay, they're all over the place. So you're going to get a lot of auctions up there where there's 0 bids, and with like 5 minutes left, just sit there, watch it, and then grab it when you can. So there's really no rush. It's just plentiful of this stuff. It's just plentiful. So yeah, go to eBay, get some cheap airbrushes. If you really want, buy a couple of them. Find one with a 0.2 and find one 0.3. But I'm telling you right now, though, there is a difference. Okay, so either way, get something to start with, and then go with something more expensive. A lot of people will use that excuse saying, "No, yeah, it works great for me," and stuff like that. And I've been using it, and it's been working great. Yeah, but put a chrome in your hand, all right? Put a clips in your hand, or whatever, and then you'll see a huge difference. You'll see a huge difference in the performance and in your work. Okay, so again, here's a knockoff of this Badger siphon feed for $8. Okay, I mean, really, it is cheap, but again, it is a cheap airbrush. It is a knockoff. So really quickly, some other thing to note while we're still here and we're talking about cheap. I want you to look at this compressor here. Keep that in mind. Okay, and then this compressor here, because that is the actual compressor, and this compressor here, as well as remember, where is it? It was here somewhere. It is a silver compressor and it's a plastic piece of thing. And for some reason I can't find it now. But yeah, keep those compressors in mind. If you see it, don't get it. Alright, save yourself the headache, don't get it. From as far as I understand currently in this video is that they don't put out much PSIs, 15 at best. Okay, remember if it says 15 to 30 PSIs working pressure, alright, usually means while it's going, while it's on, when you're pressing down the button, it'll go between 15 to 30. That's not precise enough. I'm sorry, that isn't. Alright, when we're doing our stuff, when you're getting more into airbrushing and you're doing details and stuff, you want precision, you want, you know, the accuracy. So don't go with those. For a second, they sputter. Alright, and third, they're really just a piece of plastic thing. It's like playing with a, aquarium little, air pump. I'm serious, it's that bad, and you're just wasting money on it because still, because they're compressors, they still cost a lot like that. Like there's this, I can't find that silver one. That's like $50, and I know that one is shits. I mean, some people you might have luck with it, but my friend had one and he just threw it away. He wasted so much money on that. All right, and then finally, let's go over to something I want to show you guys, and this is also has to do with cheapness. People ask about, a place to set up so you can airbrush, the ventilation and stuff. Here is the cheap spray booth that I probably mentioned a couple times. This is $50. All right, it's portable. Okay, now, I don't know if it works so well. Okay, first of all, look at this picture here. Look at this amount of space that you're spraying. Nice, decent size, right? But the problem is the airflow is only 50. Well, I think it's CFM. I think it's a typo, but I'm thinking it's saying 50 CFM. If it's 50 CFM, that's a really small fan for such a large area. So you probably won't get that much pull unless you're spraying directly right in the mall and then into the back of the spray booth. I bought one. Okay, so I will review it, take a look at it, and let you guys know if it's any good or not. So that's it. I hope this helped you guys out, answered your question, Jaime, or anyone else out there that might have had the same line of questioning. If you have any other questions or anything like that, go ahead and feel free to mail me on YouTube or Facebook, and I'll try to answer the best as I can. It could be about airbrushing, it could be about gaming, whatever. If I don't know the answer, I'll find out. Got tons of people I can ask, right? So that's it, guys. I will see you in the next video.